Hello again, my dear little friends. Welcome back to our magical world of the Ramayana, where every story shines with love, courage, and devotion. Kids, do you remember what happened last time? The forest of Panchvati was calm until Ravan, the mighty king of Lanka, came disguised as a holy sage. He tricked gentle Sita to cross the sacred Lakshman Rekha and carried her away in his golden chariot, the Pushpak Viman. When Ram and Lakshman returned, they found their hut empty. Sita was gone. The flowers she arranged lay scattered, and the air still carried her fragrance. Ram's heart filled with pain. He called again and again, Sita! Sita! But the whole forest answered with silence. And so, the two brothers began their search. Deep into the dark forest, through rivers and mountains, calling her name. Their hearts heavy with love and longing. And that is where our today's story begins, with the brave, golden-hearted bird, Jatayu. So let's begin our today's story, the Great Bird Jatayu.
Ancient Culture Tales.
Long ago, before these forest days, there lived two great friends, King Dashrath of Ayodhya and Jatayu, the mighty king of birds. Kids, one day, while hunting in the forest of Dandaka, Jatayu was attacked by a fierce demon. And before the demon could strike, King Dashrath helped Jatayu. They both fought bravely with the demon, and King Dashrath saved Jatayu's life. From that day, they both became true friends, not by blood, but by heart. Jatayu always said to King Dashrath, "O King, if ever your family needs help, I will protect them as my own." Years passed, and now, as Ram, Sita, and Lakshman lived in the forest, that promise was about to be fulfilled. When Ram and Sita arrived in Panchvati, they were searching for a place to build their hut. That's when a strong breeze rustled through the trees. They looked up and saw a great bird with golden wings gliding in the sky. The bird landed softly before them and bowed. "Shri Ram," said the bird, "I am Jatayu, your father Dashrath's old friend. He once saved my life, and I promised to protect his children." Ram smiled kindly. "O noble bird, your bond with our father brings us comfort in this forest." Sita added softly, "Your presence makes us feel like home. We feel that our father is present with us in your form." And from that day, kids, Jatayu often visited them, bringing fruits, sharing stories, and sitting near their hut as the sun went down. For Jatayu, Ram, Sita, and Lakshman were like his own children, and he vowed quietly. He said, "If danger ever comes near, these wings shall rise to protect them." And kids, that afternoon, when the forest was still and golden, Jatayu was resting on a tall tree near the river. Suddenly, he heard Sita's cry, which said, Arya! Lakshman Bhaiya! Save me! His eyes opened wide. He realized this is Sita's voice. He looked up and saw a golden chariot flying through the clouds, the Pushpak Viman, and in it, weeping and struggling, was Sita. Ravan's crown gleamed in the sunlight. His one arm was holding a weapon, and one arm tightly clenched Sita's wrist. Jatayu's heart burned with fury. He rose into the sky, his great wings spreading wide. "Stop, Ravan!" he roared. "You cannot steal away the wife of Sri Ram until I am alive." Ravan snarled. "Oh bird, step aside. I do not wish to waste my time on you. I must reach Lanka before Ram finds me." But Jatayu's eyes blazed with courage. He said, "Then you must cross these wings first." Ravan's face smirked. He slowed his chariot slightly and said slyly, "Oh, you brave bird, I see you're fearless. But let this battle be fair. Let each one of us tell the other where their life lies." Ravan smiled wickedly. He added, "My life lies in my feet, in my small toes. Strike there and I shall die." But kids, those words were a lie, a trick whispered through a wicked tongue. Ravan had no weakness in his feet, but he wanted to win the battle with Jatayu as quickly as possible, as he did not want Ram to reach him. Unaware of Ravan's wickedness, Jatayu frowned but answered truthfully, "My life, it lies in my wings, and for they are the gift of Garuda, and in them rest my strength and spirit." And before the great bird could realize it, Ravan drew his sword and lunged forward, striking his mighty wings. The sky roared, the clouds swirled like smoke. The sparks flew from Ravan's blade. Jatayu cried out and fought fiercely. He struck the Pushpak Viman with his claws, broke one of its golden wheels, and tore Ravan's armor. Sita prayed with folded hands, "May Sri Ram give you the strength, Jatayu." But Ravan, filled with rage and cunningness, swung his sword again and again at Jatayu's wings, the very source of his strength. With the final blow, he sliced through his second wing too. Jatayu cried out in pain, but not defeat. Even as he fell, he shouted, "Ravan, your pride shall destroy you. Ram will come for you, and then no one can save you." The great bird fell through the clouds. His golden feathers skated like fire in the wind. Soon, Ram and Lakshman reached the forest where the trees were torn. Their feathers lay like petals on the ground. They followed the trail and found Jatayu lying wounded. His body was weak, his eyes half open, but still glowing with love. Ram ran to him, knelt beside him, and whispered, "Oh, you brave bird, what has happened? Who has done this to you?" Jatayu opened his eyes slowly. "Ram, it was Ravan. He took Sita away towards the south. I tried to stop him, but he tricked me and struck my wings. Tears filled in Ram's eyes. He gently placed his hand on Jatayu's head. "O father, you have fought for us like a protector, as if we were your own children. Your sacrifice shall never be forgotten." Jatayu said, "Ram, follow the path of south. There you will find the forest hermitage, the home of Shabri Mata. She is a great devotee who waits for you. She will show you the way forward." His voice softened like the last note of a prayer. And with that, Jatayu's spirit rose like a golden light into the heavens. Ram closed his eyes and whispered, "Jatayu, you were like my father." He performed all the last rites with tears and reverence. Even the forest seemed to bow its head in silence. Children, today's story teaches us that true bravery comes not from strength but from the heart. Jatayu was old and weak, but his spirit was strong and pure. He did not think of himself. He only thought of what was right. He teaches us that loyalty and truth shine brighter than any sword, and that even when the world feels unfair, standing for goodness always matters. But there is another lesson too. Ravan's trick reminds us to be careful of words that sound sweet but hide lies. Kids, wisdom means listening with your heart and not trusting every voice that smiles. So remember, my dear little ones, be brave like Jatayu, be wise like Ram, and be kind like Sita. Because together, courage, wisdom, and kindness light the path of dharma. The forest slowly grew quiet again. Ram and Lakshman began walking south, following the path Jatayu had showed them, toward a new hope and a gentle devotee who has waited all her life for Ram in her tiny ashram. Get ready for our next story, that is Shabri Mata's devotion, the path of faith. And now, my dear little ones, let us close our eyes and say together with love, Jai Shri Ram.